Gary Salo, Golden Motor Canada. What we have here is a Magic Pi 3 controller and the cable I've cut off of it. This is a failed controller, but I'm just using this for an example. This is the cable that comes with your Magic Pi 3 kit. Here's the wires you would hook onto your battery. And this is an accessory cable for a speedo in the future. There's the cable that plugs directly into your wire harness, the 8-pin wire. This one here looks like the extra cable for your pedelec, and reversing the motor has just been zip tied on here so it doesn't wander around. But anyway, the cable's been cut off this controller. Now, what this example is for is people sometimes have their motor spin out in the dropouts, and this cable gets mangled here. And what they do is they contact me and they want a new cable. Well, we don't have extra cables. Really, the cable you have would be just fine. If you look at where the cable goes into the controller, you can see it only goes in about an inch, and then it's soldered onto the board in several places here. So if you want to try and reuse the cable you have, it would be the same as if I sent you one. All you got to do is shove this cable through and strip the wires off and resolder it onto the controller. So really, you just want to cut this a lot closer to the controller itself. I don't even know if I can do that here. That's the idea. And then you could just kind of work your way through, pulling it through. Okay, now there's the cable. Take the existing cable you have, stick it right back down that same hole, pull it through. Okay, strip off the casing, strip all the wires in there, take this casing off and just resolder those wires onto these ones. You don't even have to actually attach them to the controller. And then tuck everything nice and tight back in there again, pull the cable up, and you've repaired your cable. Now, in my opinion, this is probably a complete waste of time, because if you've spun this cable out to the point that these wires have all twisted and got mangled, chances are they've touched together, and if the red and the black here have touched, or the blue and the black, or any of these small 5-volt wires have touched, the controller is shot. So to do this, you're probably wasting your time anyway, but I'm just showing you this for an example, just to show you that you really don't need a new cable if you've done this. You can certainly use the cable you have. All you're going to do is end up shortening it by an inch or two. Now this example is for a Magic Pi 3 motor that is spun out and the cable was ruined, and how to replace the cable by using the cable you already have now. This same principle can work with a Magic Pi 2, a Magic Pi 1, a 901, a 902 kit, any of the motors. If you've spun the motor out and the cable is torn right at the axle, the principle's the same. Cut the damaged part off, open the motor up, resolder it to the inside where necessary, or just shorten the wires inside and solder it right onto the wires that are existing there. You don't need to buy a new cable. The end result is the same. All you're going to do is shorten the cable a bit. Gary Salo, Golden Motor Canada.